Okay, so untuk lecture ni saya nak start working on organic assets. So dalamnya kita boleh gunakan PaintFX and something from the asset browser. So in this case saya nak cuba buat beberapa organic asset macam pokok and a few grass and flowers. So let's start with the trees. So saya nak start dengan pokok. Mungkin kita boleh cuba gunakan few of the assets here. So mungkin saya boleh try ke Yaki Parks. Just click and then just click and drag to get the whole trees. Okay, so saya just nak satu pokok saja. And then from here by default saya nak nampak okey, cuma saya nak dapatkan branch yang lebih besar. Okay, and maybe adjust a few settings. Okay, so dalam Yaki Park ni kita boleh adjust beberapa settings. So the most useful one saya rasa dalam tubes and creation. Okay, and kalau kita tengok selalunya bahagian first ni dia ialah branch. So kalau kita pergi creation and maybe growth and kita ada branches. And let's see, I'm not sure. Okay, this is the branch. Okay, kita adjust the split bias. Okay, so kita dapat split tu lebih tinggi. So kita ada ruang yang lebih banyak untuk branches. Okay, maybe not too long, and then kita boleh tambah a few more branches. Okay, maybe something like that. And so kalau kita pergi ke tubes creation, kita boleh adjust the segment, tambah sikit division, and saya nak cuba cari width. So that's the width bias and width random, and mungkin kita boleh go more than the actual one. Okay, so saya tambah pada 5, then just tone down maybe around there. And saya nak rendahkan sikit, so pergi ke split. I think it's split bias and lower down the branch. Okay, so far so good. Okay, and maybe saya boleh adjustkan twigs, so adjustkan length. Okay, so ni is just one basic assets, and sebelum saya finalize, okay, saya just nak create a few more. So saya nak ada rumput and then a few flowers. So let's go back to asset browser. Okay, and kalau kita pergi ke grass, say grasses, and I think only a few of them are actually usable. So maybe kita boleh cuba grass wind white and just see macam mana dia. Okay, I think we have better ones, so let's try grass carpet. Okay, saya lebih suka ni, and let's try a few more. Okay, see, maybe grass band, maybe grass text narrow. Nope. Okay, so saya nak stick dengan grass carpet. Okay, and kita boleh adjust the settings. So kalau kita pergi grass carpet, and then kita pergi ke tubes, and then length. So ini maximum, kita boleh pergi something like that. Tapi rasanya untuk scene saya tu maybe just a short one. Length max and minimum. Okay, and something yang penting ialah grass ni saya akan masukkan texture sendiri. So untuk masukkan texture saya nak pastikan the width of the grass is bigger. Okay, so kita cuba cari width and we can width bias. So kita kena cari the settings. So maybe width. Saya pun tak sure. So kita kena play around. Okay, so dia tube width. So kita dapatkan width yang sesuai. And saya nak kurangkan the amount of the polygons here. So apa saya buat ialah okay, firstly sebelum tu saya tak mahu ada bend je ni. So kita boleh pergi ke tubes and then behavior and forces. Make sure path follows reducekan. And not sure about the other settings. Maybe gravity. Okay. So I think this one is the azimuth, so I'm not sure. Especially worker settings, I'm not sure if it's the pen. Okay, I think it's the azimuth. Okay, so it's the elevation supaya dia nampak straight sikit. Okay, and then saya nak reducekan the number of grass. So I think it's in tubes, creation per step. Okay, probably around something like that. Okay, and saya nak buat a few different grass, so saya nak duplicate and just center pivot, smooth sikit. And then for this one saya nak panjang sikit and probably a little bit few grass and maybe panjang sikit. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, so okay, still length. Alright. Okay, be something a bit more random. Okay, and I think that should be good enough. Okay, and the next one is flowers. So saya pergi balik ke pen effects and let's go to flowers. Okay, and saya dah test, and one of the useful one is the probably the dahlia red. So let's just see how it looks. Okay, so far so good. And also for the dahlia, the flowers, we want to put our own texture. So saya nak make sure firstly with the tubes and probably so dalam pen effects ni kita ada leaves, flowers and buds. And saya nak cuba get rid of the center part. So the center part is usually the buds. So just disable the buds. And the creation kita boleh tambah segments and okay, so kita ada flowers. So it should be in flowers. So kita ada number of petals. Okay, and kita boleh adjust the leaves. So we have 3 leaves, which is fine. Okay, but since kita akan gunakan texture sendiri, so saya nak besarkan the width. Okay, maybe a little bit higher. So you can adjust the width. So kita akan masukkan texture sendiri, and then see, saya nak adjust the twirl sikit, okay, supaya dia menghadap ke atas. And then saya nak besarkan the petals. So saya nak cuba cari the settings, maybe in leaf length, not the leaf, so has to be in the flower, so should be one of this setting here. So dia punya angle, and this is the width, and saya nak control the amount of the petals, so let's find the number of petals. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video and just find it. Okay, so it's actually a number of flowers, so kita boleh reducekan the amount. So I think so far this one is okay. Kita boleh adjust the width. Okay, and saya rasa tu okay. And now saya nak duplicate the flowers and just create a few variation. Okay, mungkin yang ni kita boleh dapatkan flower yang lebih banyak petals. And I think we can adjust the number of flowers. Okay, I'm not sure where it is. So, number of petals, nope. Okay, should be in global settings. So, saya nak pause dulu. Okay, so ni dekat tubes creation, so kita boleh tambah a few more flowers, and I'm not sure if we can make some randomness to this. Okay, I think maybe instead of to create a few more, maybe we just adjust the number of leaf and the flowers. Okay, so creation, and random. Okay, so that looks fine. Okay, maybe something smaller. Okay, I think that should be enough. Okay, so we have satu pokok, and then kita ada dua rumput and dua flowers. And to finalize this scene, kita perlu convert the whole thing into polygon. So just select everything and modify, convert polygon to, pin FX to polygon. Okay, and sekarang kita dah ada the whole thing. And let's start with the trees. Saya nak check dia punya UV. Okay, sebab kita nak texture the asset. So kita ada UV untuk the branch, and kita ada UV untuk the leaves. Okay, and kita tak menggunakan texture yang sedia ada. Kita akan gunakan texture kita sendiri. And then the grass, kita akan adjust the UV untuk match dengan texture. and then kita akan deal dengan the flowers. Okay, so let's start with the trees. Alright, so first thing, maybe instead of work on the on this scene here, saya akan pause video and then saya load scene, the final scene, and then kita just load this asset into that scene. Okay, so saya pause kejap. Okay, so saya ada the whole scene load, and untuk memudahkan kerja, saya akan buat satu layer untuk the whole scene. So saya just select the whole scene except for the sky dome, and then just click on add selected object. So just click and then kita dah seluruh asset. Okay, so nak make sure saya select semua. So just select this one, and create layer, and then just hide. Okay, and then saya nak load scene yang saya buat tadi. So scenes and organic assets, saya load in dalam. Continue. Okay. Okay, so kita boleh start dengan pokok ni. So first thing, just pergi ke Hypershade and just clear graph dulu. Clear graph, and saya nak buat satu graph untuk pokok. So AI standard surface, and then saya akan apply ke branch ni. So make sure saya akan just rename dulu. Branch, Arnold branch. Okay, and just assign. So Arnold branch, assign material to selection. Okay, and for this scene here, so instead of guna quick zone mixer, kita just guna simple texture from CG texture. So saya dah download beberapa asset from 3D scan, CG texture. So kalau kita pergi ke nature, I'm not sure. Okay, so kita kena make sure kita pergi ke 3D scans, and saya ada beberapa assets yang free. So saya nak pergi ke woods. And cuba cari yang sesuai. Okay, so saya rasa mungkin asset ni guna. So saya nak try download ni. Okay, so saya pause video sekejap untuk save, and then saya akan datang balik ke Maya. Okay, so saya dah download file branch ni. So back to Maya, and in the Hypershade, let's just maximize and frame. Okay, kalau kita miss, kita just drag and drop balik. So Arnold branch. Okay, probably just click. Okay, so kita boleh drag and drop. Just make sure kita select total. Okay, so for albedo, kita just drag and drop dalam color. Choose at 1. And then for the height, kita akan gunakan untuk displacement. Or, okay, just guna displacement. And right away, saya just ke 0.1. Okay, since the 0.1 is the value that yang kita sudah guna. And then kita just assign material to selection, and then saya akan cuba test render. Okay, and let's make sure kita ada perspective shapes and start render. Okay, and of course kita kena adjust the placement. So just give some space, shade, and then kita boleh adjust the texture. So kita boleh adjust the repeat, mungkin from 1 kita try 5. Okay, maybe 10. Okay, maybe kita kena remove displacement dulu. Okay, maybe 10 on you and okay, 1. Okay, so you 1 should work and 10 on V. Okay, so far so good. And kita just guna nilai yang sama untuk displacement map. So 1 to 10. Okay, and then just reassign the. Okay, I think we can just delete this one. Just regenerate the displacement materials. So we can go 0.3. Okay, should be good. Okay, and semua roughness kita boleh adjust the roughness a bit more. Okay, sekarang branch dah okay, and sekarang kita fokus kepada the leaves. Okay, and for the leaf, okay, saya akan gunakan texture from this one. Okay, and saya akan pause the video and then say just download. Okay, so saya dah download, and so in Hypershade saya just clear graph tu, clear graph, and saya akan create satu standard surface and just rename this Arno leaf. Enter and make sure the color at 1, and saya akan drag and drop the texture. Okay, and for the color kita just masukkan color. And for the height map kita gunakan displacement. Okay, and just make sure kita assign kepada leaf ni. So let's find the shader. So Arno leaf, assign material to selection. Okay. Oh, and one thing, kita kena juga download the opacity map. So just download opacity map. Okay, and so download opacity map. Just drag and drop dalam opacity. And for opacity map, kita boleh masuk dalam geometry and opacity. Okay. And kita cuba update full scene. Okay, seems like kita ada error. Okay, sebenarnya kita perlu restart Maya. So saya akan pause video sekejap. Okay, so sudah restart Maya. Kita cuba test sekali lagi. Okay, so sekarang dia working. Okay, and so far texture nampak okay. And maybe kita boleh adjust the specular value. So just klik Hypershade and then just pergi balik ke leaf and just adjust the specular, maybe the roughness. Okay, so just adjust the roughness. Okay, maybe just a few specular is okay. Alright, and also for the leaf saya nak juga turn on subsurface, tapi buat masa ni saya just turn off dulu sebab dia akan increase the render time. Okay, so kita dah siapkan untuk pokok, dan sekarang ni kita nak cuba fokus kepada aset-aset yang lain. So kita ada rumput. Okay, so maybe nak cepatkan sikit, kita just hide the tree asset. So just create satu asset, satu layer, and then just rename this trees. Save and just hide that for now. And kita boleh fokus kepada grass. Okay, for the grass saya ada saya akan download this scene right here. Okay, or I think saya akan cuba pause the video and then cuba download a few assets. Okay, so saya dah download the file, and just make Hypershade and just drag and drop. Oh, and before that, make sure kita buat shader dulu. So just clear graph, and then for Arnold, extend the surface, then just drag and drop the color and alpha. Okay, so color dalam albedo, and then for okay, make sure roughness to be rough, and then for opacity on the opacity map. Okay, and then just assign. So dalam Arnold view kita boleh juga click the assets and just assign. Okay, so make sure saya rename dulu Arnold grass. So Arnold grass. Okay, select the two assets and just assign. Okay, and right away kita akan dapat very weird looking grass. Okay, that's because of the UV. So let's just assign the shader first. Arnold grass. Okay, assign to selection. Okay, so masalahnya sekarang ni UV grass tu. So kalau kita tengok setiap grass dia fill up the whole space. Okay, and maybe instead of kita display the color, kita boleh display the alpha, and then kita just set since all the kita stop render sekejap. Okay, so semua model ni dia gunakan UV yang sama. So apa kita boleh buat, kita just adjust, kita select semua, and then kita adjust the whole UV untuk gunakan satu strip of grass saja. Okay, kita boleh juga guna multiple grass, but I think for now let's just use one strip. Okay, and kalau kita nak lebih detail, kita boleh adjust some of the grass here, and then use a different texture. Mungkin kita boleh guna yang ni. Okay, and kita mungkin kena adjust more lah. Okay, alright, and kita cuba tengok render dulu. Hypershade, render view, okay, and kita render sekali lagi. Okay, so kita nampak the texture nicely, and maybe since kita still ada, hopefully kita still ada the history. Okay, so kita still ada kita belum delete history lagi, so kita still ada history of the grass, so kita still boleh adjust the width of the model. So cuba cari width bias. Let's see. Okay, saya pause kejap. Okay, so dalam width ni kita actually boleh adjust more than one, so kita cuba 3. Okay, something a bit more bigger, so kita cuba render sekali lagi and kita boleh adjust properly. Okay, still nampak weird sikit, so mungkin kita adjust terlalu besar, mungkin kita boleh pergi kedua. Okay, a lot nicer. Okay, and I think kita boleh kecilkan sikit UV ni supaya kita dapatkan tekstur yang lebih besar. Okay, or maybe kita boleh gunakan a different texture. Okay, so rasa tu nampak okay. And then saya nak assign ke the rest of the grass here. So let's make sure kita stop dulu render and then assign the same shader. I don't know, leaf, sorry, I don't know, grass. Okay, and then just adjust the whole UV. And maybe kita boleh gunakan more space here. Okay, so the whole leaf, the whole grass akan gunakan texture ni. Hopefully nampak okay. Alright, just test render. Okay, dah terlalu kecil, kita kena gunakan texture yang lain. Okay, so far so good. Maybe boleh adjust the width a little bit. So kalau kita pergi ke attribute, okay, kita try 3. Okay, kita dapat lagi besar. Okay, so untuk buat masa ni kita dah settle the whole. Sorry, kita lupa tentang the flowers. Okay, so for the flowers saya akan gunakan texture daripada website yang sama. Okay, so for the flowers saya akan gunakan texture ni. Okay, and of course the color, and then mungkin color dengan opacity saja. Okay, so saya dah save color and opacity. And dalamnya kita create a new shader, and then clear graph dulu, clear graph, and then just cari AI standard surface. Okay, and just rename it Arnold flower. Okay, and just drag and drop. Okay, albedo dekat color, and make sure the alpha is on opacity. Okay, that should be good. Okay, and kita akan test render. So saya nak select petals and flowers, some materials, and buat test render dulu. Okay, oh, and kita kena make sure to adjust the UVs. So make sure UVs, and kita akan pilih salah satu. Saya rasa ini mungkin berguna untuk asset ni. Okay, and kita cuba test render. Okay, so far the flower looks nice, and mungkin kita boleh buat sedikit variation. Okay, salah satu petal tu mungkin nampak berlainan. Okay, and since everything, all of the petals use the same UV, kita just adjust one of them. Okay. Okay, kita boleh select one of these petals here. So kalau kita pergi ke UV, kita select one of this, and to shell, to UVs, and to UV shell, and then just adjust one of the petals. Okay. So far okay, and of course kita akan add the subsurface materials bila kita dah siap. Okay, and then for the leaf here, okay, kita akan gunakan kita akan cari texture yang lain. Okay, untuk flower punya leaf saya akan guna texture ni. Okay, saya dah masuk dalam folder, and then dalam maya kita akan start create new shader. So just clear graph, AI standard surface, kita just standard surface. Okay, drag and drop. Okay, and kita masukkan color dalam color, and then the opacity dalam opacity. Okay, and of course kita kena adjust the UV. Sebelum kita just assign the material lah, and make sure kita rename Arnold flower leaf. Okay, just select the mesh, and then Arnold flower leaf. Okay, so jump to selection. Okay, and of course kita kena adjust the UVs. Let's go to UV editor, and adjust the UVs to match the texture. Okay. Okay, and maybe untuk leaf ni saya perlukan bump mapping, so saya akan set up untuk kemudian. Okay, but for now just stay with that, and just make sure we actually adjust the roughness. Okay, dia akan nampak lagi lah kalau kita letak bump mapping. Okay, and then the branch here, I think kita tak perlu buat banyak sangat perubahan. So saya just create a simple standard surface, or maybe kita boleh actually use the settings using the AI standard surface. Or I think for now I think the shader looks okay. So satu benda ialah dia punya specularity. So kita tak mahu terlalu specular. Okay, just adjust sensitivity to 0. And okay. I think itu nampak okay. Actually adjust the color a little bit. So by default dia guna RAM. So kita boleh lower the hues. Okay. So saya just nak rename kepada, so kita tak guna Arnold untuk ni. I think this one is Fong or Green. So dia kata Fong, so just use Fong. So Fong underscore flower branch. Okay, so I think at this point kita dah adjust semua properly, and now kita just adjust, make sure kita assign everything appropriately. So for the flower kita assign dengan Arnold flower. So kita kena cari AI Arnold flowers. So Arnold flowers, assign material to selection, and of course kita kena adjust the UVs. Okay, and to make this something bit more interesting, kita boleh adjust the color. Okay, but for now let's just focus on the layout first, and then kita akan play around with the colors a bit more. Okay, so far so good. And make sure kita gunakan the branch on the Fong. See this one, and also the leaf on the Arnold leaves. Okay, so and make sure we adjust the UVs. Okay, let's just zoom in and see. Okay, and of course kita akan letakkan bump mapping. Okay, but I think for now everything looks fine. Okay, kalau kita zoom out and kita just display everything. Okay, let's see the trees. Everything looks good, and of course by the end after kita render, kita akan gunakan kita akan turn on subsurface scatter. Okay, so kita dapat something a bit more natural. Okay, and maybe at this point kita cuba adjustkan the size so everything looks appropriate. So just center pivot. Okay, just make sure everything look consistent. Okay, and also the flowers. Okay, so sekarang ni everything dah set up, and then saya akan stop the lecture untuk buat masa ni, and then for next lecture saya akan kita akan start masukkan asset ni dalam final scene. Okay, so itu saja. Terima kasih.